Welcome students. Today we are going to start a new topic, that is chapter number 4, structure of ocean floor. Students, here structure means the arrangement of the parts and ocean floor is literally floor of the ocean. That is, we are going to study the submerged landforms of the ocean floor. Students, our learning objective for today will be introduction, continents and oceans. Continents and oceans lie on the plates. Students, what are continents? Continents is a large piece of landmark, whereas ocean is the huge water body on the earth's surface. We are going to study about the lithosphere and hydrosphere. The proportion of land and water on the earth's surface is uneven. Students, around 71% of the surface is covered by water, whereas 29% is covered by land. We are also going to study about the ocean floor. Ocean floor literally means the floor of the ocean. We classify the various landforms on the earth on the basis of its altitude. The relief of ocean floor is decided upon the depth from the sea floor and the shape of the land. We are going to see the major landforms of the ocean floor. But in the first part we will only see four parts. That is continental coast, continental shelf, continental slope and abyssal plains. Now children, introduction to structure of ocean floors. Scuba diving is so much fun. I have recently experienced it. Do you all know, when we go to sea, we can see many creatures which exist there. Let me tell you all few things about the oceans. Continents are a part of the lithosphere and oceans are a part of the hydrosphere. Due to the relative position of the moon, the sun and the earth, high and low tide occurs. During low tide, the level of ocean water goes down and the land below the water near the coast is exposed. Due to the uneven level of land underwater, ships wrecked when they strike against the rock in the ocean. Children, we know the proportion of water and land is even on the earth. Around 71% of the surface is covered by water, but there is land even below the water. But like water, it is not at the same level. We classify various landforms on the earth or the basis of altitudes. The similar classification can be done for landforms submerged under the water. Students, let's recall what we have learned in the previous standard. Students, observe the picture. What you see? Yes, we see pictures of the world map, correct? We see continents and oceans. So students, what are continents? Continents is a large, continuous, discrete mass of land, ideally separated by an expanse of water. Students, a continent is one of the earth's 7 main divisions of land. Now children, what are oceans? Tell me. Oceans is a big body of water and oceans is a large area of water between continents. Children, continents and oceans are the part of the lithosphere and hydrosphere respectively. So children, in total we have 7 continents, that is North America, South America, Europe, Asia, Africa, Australia, and Antarctica. Oceans. In oceans, total we have 5 oceans. They are Arctic Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Pacific Ocean, Indian Ocean, and Southern Ocean. Students, now let us understand what is lithosphere. Lithosphere is taken from the Greek word lithos. It means stone, and sphere, which means globe or ball. The lithosphere is solid outer part of the earth. The rigid outer part of the earth consisting of the crust and upper mantle. Now we will see hydrosphere. A hydrosphere is the total amount of water on a planet. The hydrosphere includes water that is on the surface of the planet, underground and in the air. A planet's hydrosphere can be liquid, vapor or ice. On Earth, liquid water exists on the surface in the form of oceans, lakes, rivers, ponds, etc. Next, we will see landforms. Land is any part of the Earth's surface. A landform is simply any natural geographic features that can be found on the Earth's surface. Now students, let us understand what is ocean floor. The ocean floor is literally the floor of the ocean. The landscape of the ocean floor is much like what you see on land, just a way more dramatic and with all that of life. These are so deep that no sunlight penetrates. Now students, let us study the figure 4.2. The figure 4.2 shows the ocean relief. As we go away from the coast, the structure of the ocean floor changes. The major landforms of the ocean floor are continental coast, continental shelf, continental slope, and abyssal plains, marine islands or mid-oceanic ridges, which are also called as mountains ranges or you can say plateaus, marine deep and marine trenches. These are the important submerged landform of the ocean floor. Students, here you can see a chart. In this chart, you can see the important submerged landform of the ocean floor. They are continental coast, continental shelf, continental slope, abyssal plains, marine island, and marine trenches. Now, students, let us understand the first structure of ocean floor, that is continental coast. The part of the land adjoining near the sea is called the continental coast. The coast, also known as the coastline or seashore, is defined as the area where land meets the sea or ocean, or as a line that forms the boundary between the land and the ocean or a lake. Continental coasts are very important because it helps us to understand the movements of the ocean. Now, students, we will see the next is continental shelf. Children, the land near the coast and submerged under the sea is called continental shelf. This is the shallowest part of the ocean bed. It is also called submerged coastland. Its slope is gentle. The extent of the continental shelf is not uniform everywhere. It is narrow along with the coast of some continents while it is broad for hundreds of kilometers at others. Its depth is up to 200 meters below the sea level. The continental shelf is very important from the point of view of humans because extensive fishing grounds are found in the continental shelf. As this part is shallow, the sunlight reaches its bed. Algae, plankton, etc. grow here. This is food for fish, students. Natural gas, minerals, oil, and various minerals can be obtained by mining the continental shelf. For example, Mumbai High, located on the continental shelf of the Arabian Sea. Children, it is a source from where we obtain mineral oil and natural gas. Now, next we will see continental slope. After the extent of continental shelf is over, the slope of the seabed becomes steeper. This is called continental slope. The depth of the slope is from 200 meters to 3600 meters. In some places, it is more. The continental slope is narrow. The lower boundary of continental slope is considered to be the boundary of continents. So now, next we will see abyssal plains. Beyond the continental slope lie the abyssal plains, which are the flat part of the seabed. The abyssal plain consists of various submerged landforms like hills, plateaus, etc. Children, here the first part of this lesson is over. The remaining lesson we will continue in the second part of this lesson. Thank you, children.